There is a quiet strength in what is withheld. In a world that constantly demands expression, the Stoic finds liberation in restraint. Let's explore 12 things you should always keep private if you wish to cultivate true Stoic power. Not out of fear, not out of secrecy, but out of wisdom. Your complaints, even the silent ones. A Stoic does not surrender their peace to frustration. Every complaint, whether spoken aloud or whispered in your thoughts, is a declaration of powerlessness. Guard your inner dialogue. Reframe irritation as a test, a chance to fortify the will. To complain is to train the mind in helplessness. To endure with dignity is to train the mind in strength. Even private grumbling feeds a victim mentality. It chips away at your resilience, often unnoticed. Life is not obligated to be convenient or comfortable, and the Stoic accepts this with grace. Instead of reacting with lament, respond with awareness. What can I learn here? What can I control? Every moment of quiet acceptance reinforces the inner fortress. Complaints may feel like release, but they chain the soul to dependency, and the Stoic was born for freedom. Your virtue, let it be seen, not announced. True progress doesn't crave applause. Those on the path of self-mastery need no audience. Don't broadcast your self-improvement, your reading list, your new habits, your discipline. Let your character speak in silence. Let your actions leave a trail, not your words. Because the louder you proclaim virtue, the more you invite vanity to sit at the table. Modern culture encourages public displays of transformation, the look at me now mentality. But a tree doesn't announce its roots. It simply stands firm through the storms. Virtue, when flaunted, becomes performance, and performance weakens authenticity. The Stoic walks a higher path, seeking internal alignment over external recognition. Silence in virtue is not secrecy, it's strength unmarred by ego. Your desires. Don't let the world own them. What you long for is sacred. Whether it's freedom, love, clarity, or inner stillness, protect your desires from the crowd. Public dreams are easily polluted by envy, judgment, and expectation. Keep your longings tucked close to your heart. A Stoic desires with clarity, but walks in quiet pursuit. The moment you speak your desires into a noisy world, you risk trading purity for popularity. Other people begin to shape your path with opinions, and suddenly your dream is no longer your own. Desire is delicate. It must be nurtured in solitude, where intention is unshaken by comparison. The Stoic learns to act on desire without craving praise, without depending on applause. True ambition grows in silence and flourishes in discipline, not in the spotlight. Your plans until they are reality. To speak too soon is to scatter your energy. The moment you announce your vision, you open the door for others to weigh in, often without understanding. Not all plans survive the weight of public scrutiny. Ideas are most vulnerable when they are young. They need nurturing, not exposure. Execution is the only voice a Stoic trusts. Silence gives space for focus, for course correction, for adaptation. The more you speak, the more you risk confusing movement with momentum. A true Stoic moves deliberately, not performatively. Let your success be a quiet eruption, not a loud promise. Your opinions, especially the unrefined one, not every thought deserves a platform. The Stoic speaks slowly, with clarity, only when it serves truth or growth. We live in an age of instant reaction, but wisdom does not rush. Your initial judgment is often a reflection of impulse, not insight. Hold your tongue until your perspective has been forged in reflection. Let your opinions be tested in solitude before they're shared in public. And when you do speak, speak with precision, not for dominance, but for understanding. Silence, used intentionally, is not ignorance, it is control. A Stoic measures his words like a sculptor shapes stone, patiently, intentionally. Your wealth or lack thereof. Wealth reveals character more than it reveals status. The Stoic treats abundance and scarcity the same, with equanimity. To boast of wealth is to reveal attachment. To obsess over lack is to reveal dependence. Money is merely a tool. Let it serve you, not define you. Speak less of what you have or don't have. Live in a way that makes your contentment unquestionable, regardless of your bank balance. The richest soul is the one free from the need to flaunt anything. Your relationships, especially the intimate ones, your personal connections, are sacred and fragile in the public eye. The more you expose them, the more you invite external pressure. The Stoic protects love through privacy, not secrecy, not hiding, but honoring. Share your relationships with the world only in essence, not in detail. Keep the core of your connection between the people involved, where real intimacy belongs. When you overly publicize love, it begins to serve image over authenticity. Let your actions toward those you love reflect loyalty and presence, not performative affection. True connection thrives when it is rooted in presence, not performance. Your suffering, shared wisely, not widely. Everyone suffers, but not everyone suffers well. The Stoic doesn't mask pain, they transform it. Yet even this transformation is done quietly, internally, in solitude. Sharing your pain too freely dilutes its power. It becomes noise rather than depth. Seek counsel when necessary, but avoid seeking validation through your wounds. Let your healing be private, like a seed breaking through soil, invisible yet undeniable in time. Your scars will speak louder than your cries ever could if you give them time to form. Your spiritual practice, keep it sacred. In a world of spectacle, sacredness begins with solitude. Your spiritual life, your meditations, your prayers, your rituals, these are your roots. They are not meant for display, but for depth. The more you publicize your inner practice, the more you invite ego into the temple. A Stoic doesn't need approval for their devotion. Let your transformation be internal before it is inspirational. The unseen discipline is the most powerful. Let your life be the evidence of your faith, not your social feed. Set your ambitions. Let action speak. Big goals don't need big announcements. Ambition is fire. Too much air, and it burns out. Keep it close. Let it fuel your mornings, not your conversations. When you reveal too much, you allow others to influence what was meant to be pure. The Stoic respects his vision by protecting it from outside forces. Don't trade momentum for approval. Every day you build in silence, you sharpen your edge. When the time comes, your results will speak with such clarity that no explanation will be needed. Your daily discipline, make it unremarkable. Discipline to the Stoic is not entertainment. It is sacred routine. It is not for highlight reels. It's the silent repetition of excellence when no one is watching. Train, read, work, reflect. Not because the world is watching, but because your integrity is. Let discipline become who you are, not what you do when you're being seen. The most dangerous man is the one who practices quietly and consistently. Let your daily habits speak through your outcomes. And remember, what is ordinary to you should be extraordinary to those without your discipline. Your philosophy, lived, not preached philosophy, is not a script to recite. It is a compass to live by. A true Stoic doesn't need to label themselves. Their presence speaks for them. You don't need to argue Stoicism. You don't need to convince anyone. You only need to embody it, especially when it's hardest. When the storm hits and you remain calm, that is your philosophy. In action, when life tests you and you remain grounded, that is your testimony. Final reflection. Privacy is not concealment. It is clarity. It is the practice of choosing what is sacred over what is seen. A Stoic strength isn't in what they show, but in what they master silently. In the noise of the world, become an oasis of control. In the age of exposure, choose internal power over public performance. Guard your peace, protect your principles, and let your life reflect the Stoic wisdom within, not with words, but with quiet, consistent, unshakable action. If this video helped you reclaim the strength of silence and recognize the quiet power in keeping certain things private, then you've just taken a major step on the Stoic path. You now understand that true control begins not with what you show, but with what you choose to withhold. You've learned how to guard your energy, protect your focus, and elevate your discipline, all through the art of intentional restraint. But mastering your inner world is only part of the journey. The next step is learning how to remain steady when the outer world tries to pull you into chaos. That's why I invite you to watch the next video now. 10 Stoic teachings to stay calm in chaos. It will build on what you've learned here by showing you how to maintain composure, mental clarity, and unshakable presence, no matter what life throws at you. Click it now and continue fortifying your mind, one Stoic lesson at a time.